So this section of the lab is our guest room networking section. This is an area where we're using to set up and test individual guest room from a networking standpoint, as well as networking equipment to allow us to move forward as a company into the future from a bandwidth standpoint. What this area represents is actually a single floor in a guest room. We have an IDF closet, which is connected to our hotel network, which is across the room, and from there it distributes horizontally to the guest room. So this is actually guest room 101, 102, and 103 in our environment. And in here we have a Cisco network switch, and up above that we have several guest room components. We have several telephones, a wireless access point, and our in-room entertainment components, the set-top box, and here we have an Apple TV device for testing. Several of our hotels, we've added more and more IP-connected devices, and our design over the past few years has been to put the active network switch within the guest room to allow ease of cabling during renovations, as well as much less cabling down the corridor, which helps from a sustainability standpoint to be much less copper and cost during development. One of the things that we've discovered, though, is in the past we were always worried about the telephone and keeping that connected. But one of the things, obviously, if the power goes out to the building, losing power to this network switch would obviously cut off services to all the components in the guest room. So what we worked actually with Cisco systems on an early field trial test, and we were able to help develop this switch device, which is actually using a technology called UPoE, which is ultra power over Ethernet. And from the network closet on the guest room floor, it's pushing 60 watts of power horizontally to the guest room, which in turn the switch runs the switch and allows 30 watts of power into the guest room to allow the phone and the access point to operate. So during a power outage, as long as the IDF has backup generator circuit and UPS circuit, the guest room will stay up and running and operate. Coincidentally, two weeks after we installed it, we actually had an extended power outage over one weekend in Boston. The Back Bay had a single day power outage, and the Cisco switches actually operated as intended, and all the wireless access points and phones continue to operate during that outage. This is really our design going forward, both for new hotel builds where the copper cable plant makes the most sense, as well as for retrofit designs is really where it's really targeted for hotels. As we renovate and retrofit the guest room environment, we would actually plan to deploy this and move forward with a system that we know can maintain the guest room environment during an extended power outage.